Hey everyone, we have a special guest, a top producing real estate agent in the South Bay, Joel Stieber, is joining us on the show. Joel, welcome.
Thanks, Elisa. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so what do you have for us today?
We have a beautiful remodeled house in the heart of Santa Teresa here. 1,800 square foot home, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, completely remodeled, front, back, inside and out.
Awesome.
We did a lot of work on it.
That's very cool. Will you share with us the scope of work, what you did on the house, and take us on a tour?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we can start here in the front.
Awesome.
Since we're out here. So basically all this was mulch in the beginning right here.
Okay.
And no pavers, no nothing. So we conceptualized that. Want a little bit of grass. I know we're kind of in a drought, but grass aesthetically looks a lot more pleasing to photos.
Sure. Yeah, it adds a lot of color to the curb appeal.
It does. And we decided to add some pavers here. Pavers on the side of the yard where there was gravel, just kind of break up the space.
I think that's really smart.
Yeah.
Because if you had a big piece of lawn in the front, it's kind of boring a little bit, and now you have a little bit variety here.
Yeah,
with some
absolutely.
plants and paver, yeah.
Exactly. So we got some drought-resistant plants right here that are on drip system, and we have some mulch, just really clean, nice. Looks good on photos, aesthetically pleasing to the buyers walking in the property.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about on the building structure?
We did some paint on the outside. We always do new numbers, contemporary numbers on there, new mailbox and new lighting fixtures, kind of give it that modern pop.
That looks really good, and I really like this paint color. It looks very crisp and it's bright. It's not like a gray color that's kind of out of style now. Yeah.
I believe the color is snow perch.
Cool.
Yeah, nice color, and we used a white color as a trim, so looks good.
So now we're inside the house, and this living room is awesome. It has vaulted ceilings that look amazing.
Yeah, this was naturally here when we came in. The architecture of the house was here.
That's awesome.
It was a wood color, a dark wood color before, and we painted it white to emulate the sky color. It feels very open, airy. It's a little trick. We want to have lighter ceilings to emulate the sky. And inside the house, you can see we have new baseboards, new flooring, as you can see.
What materials?
Vinyl plank.
I think vinyl floors are really in right now, right?
They're
so
big,
cost-effective.
Cost effective. They're water resistant. You can run them through the bathroom, the kitchens, and if you get a little water on them, they're not going to buckle up really easily. So we find that you spread that out through the whole house, it makes it look like one large space.
Definitely.
Instead of being compartmentalized, right?
Yeah, and this fireplace is just gorgeous.
Yeah, nice little backdrop, contemporary, modern. I mean, if people still use fireplaces nowadays, and we've had some hot weather here, but you know, aesthetically it looks great. Another thing we do around the house too is change the switch plates out of the switches and then the electrical outlets.
Yeah, the small details really make a difference.
Small details really do. People pick up on it if they're oxidized or yellow, so we switch those out as well.
This kitchen is huge. It's very unusual for a home of this size.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing space in here. I mean, it's an open concept floor plan that people are looking for. This unique feature about this particular home is this portion of the house was actually added on by the previous owners years ago with permits.
You mean this family room space?
This family room space. If you can see, this wall was the original wall to the exterior of the house.
Got it.
This was a load-bearing wall, so we had to put a beam across here, which is an aesthetic and design feature that we decided to run with that costed more money to do, but I feel if you're going to spend money, you really want to do it in these areas like the kitchen. This is 80% of the time people are hanging out here where the food is, right? And the TV, obviously. So if you can make this area the most enjoyable spot, people are going to envision themselves in here. So we've spent a lot of time and energy figuring this portion out. There's actually another door that went out to the side yard right there that we capped over, and we extended this kitchen that way.
Right here?
Correct, yeah. The original kitchen went to here and felt very small and compartmentalized. So we decided to extend it out this way and make a gas line underneath here, have this nice hood above to for people that love to cook, right?
Right. So there wasn't an island before, right?
And there was no island, no.
Yeah, and the kitchen was probably like half of the size as it is now.
Absolutely, yeah. It was very small, right?
That's a really big change, and I think it's the investment that really makes the best return for your seller.
I'd say the two things that you really want to focus on in redoing a house is the kitchen and the primary bedroom, because the person that's buying the house is looking at those two things.
For sure.
So kitchen, absolutely number one, and it's going to cost a lot of money, right? Kitchens cost a lot of money, appliances, cabinets, countertops. But in the end, it's really the thing that sells the house. Right?
Yeah, so you want to really spend a lot of your renovation budget to focus on the kitchen.
Absolutely.
I really like that you have this navy blue island. The color really pops.
Yeah, you don't see very many homes that have this prefab color in it per se. So it is custom. We're seeing cabinets come off different colors than the rest of the cabinets on the island. My question to you,
nice
I know you do a lot of work. What are you seeing stylistically? Are you seeing people use brushed nickel, oiled bronze? I've actually seen gold come back into play. What have you been using on your hardware?
I've been using mainly black or brushed nickel on the cabinet poles. Yeah, I think those are more like they appeal to more buyers instead of gold. That can be a little specific to some buyers, and it could be a little hard to match with the other fixtures and hardware. So I'm a little conservative in that respect.
Right, and you want to keep it consistent too, right? You want to, everywhere around the house, you want to have that same consistency of what the hardware looks like and the features and the light fixtures look like as well. So
I also love the backsplash. It's really cool that it's subway tiles, but then it has this variation of colors. It's really pretty and it dresses up the space nicely.
It does. And if you're going to spend your money, you want to spend it in your kitchen,
for
right?
sure.
If you're going to do it. So we went all out on this kitchen. New appliances. There's a thought of, do you put a fridge in with your flip homes or your remodeled homes? We did this time. I don't know necessarily makes you more money, but aesthetically it looks better with the whole kitchen that is there already.
Yeah, right? It fills the void there.
Yeah.
So this guest bathroom is of a very functional size.
Yeah, so we have 2 bathrooms in the house, and we redid both of them, obviously. This one was the original size, and we just kept with a shower stall in here and prefabbed vanity here, new tile throughout, new toilet, mirror, pretty standard remodel of a bathroom, but yeah, it looks congruent with everything else in the property, so consistent.
I really like the shower tiles. This scale pattern is very cool and it looks so clean.
Yeah, very, very much so, yeah.
And the floor tiles here gives it more interest.
They're not the same one as the fireplace, but they have a similar feel to it. Right.
I was just gonna say, it feels like it's the same style carried into the bathroom, which is nice.
Exactly. Now we're in the primary bedroom, so we did some work in here, and generally what we want to do when we're spending this type of amount of money on a property is not only fix up the property, but problem solve what's going to happen to the existing rooms, right? If there's any issues with closet space or anything like that, if we're spending this type of money on a project, let's figure these problems out for the next buyer so they're not talking about it. Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Let's figure that out. So one example of that is, if you can walk this way, you can see that we extended the primary closet into a walk-in closet. We took half of the other closet in the other bedroom, since we have a 4th bedroom, you can use that as an office, smaller closet, and we made this into a walk-in closet. Right?
That's very smart.
Yeah, so now you have, back in the days when these homes were built, a lot of people didn't have much clothing or shoes, and nowadays everyone has everything. So
right, yeah,
they have a lot of stuff, right?
I remember when I was looking for my first home with my husband, we were thinking about the closet space for sure. Yeah, a standard closet would just not work.
No, it wouldn't. And that's the complaint. When I work with buyers, it's kind of the similar complaint. Like, I love that I have a single family home, but the closet space is so small. So we actually had a closet in the primary bathroom that we took out, and you'll see in a minute what we did there. So we took a little bit of closet space out and we added to this side.
Wow, this is a huge master bathroom. It's amazing. How did you reconfigure the space?
Yeah, so amazing space in here. As you can see, the dual vanity, we have a soak-in tub and a walk-in shower right here. This actually was a portion of the closet space as well at one point. The vanity was over on this side where the soak-in tub was, and then the shower stall was here, and they had the toilet here as well.
Got it.
So we reconfigured this whole space. We blocked this off. It was originally opened, right? And so now we have this massive primary bathroom that people can really enjoy. You have the dual vanity, which is very good functional for the users in here, right? With the shower, we left it open. You know, aesthetically, it looks larger when you have it open without another glass enclosure in here. But you do have a little privacy with this as well. So came out really well. Really enjoyed the process of this one, problem solving it.
Yeah, I think the buyers really gonna love that you have pretty much everything they want in the master bathroom.
Yes.
Like the double vanity and a tub, a soaker tub and shower, and the amazing tiles throughout. It looks just, I think they're going to really be wowed and love the space so much.
Thanks for
and
the
it could
vote
be,
of confidence. Yes,
yeah, and this could be the selling point. The backyard is so peaceful.
Yeah, we're situated back here in the Santa Teresa foothills. Nice backdrop, south-facing backyard, so plenty of sunlight comes back here for entertaining. We really didn't break the bank back here. We just put some grass in. There's a lot of debris and mulch. That's basically all we had back here. So simple grass, sprinklers, drip system, a new fence, as you can see. What's your general input of putting a new fence in backyards? Do you keep it or do you leave it?
We usually try to repair the fence as much as we can. If it's really beyond repairs, then we would have to install a new fence. But new fences are so expensive.
The lumber, right? Yeah, nowadays. Yeah, I agree. Like if the fence is falling over, aesthetically, we don't want to look really bad. It brings the backyard down, and
you don't want the buyer to feel like the first thing they have to do is to put up money for the fence.
Exactly, and you know, ever since COVID, having a backyard is key, right? So this is what people want, and they look at their backyard as a sanctuary, a place to hang out. So this has all that. If they want to change any of it, they can. We just want to keep it very simple.
Now Joel has shown us the main focuses of the renovation. Let's take a look at the entire 1,800 square feet of this home. After this, Joel will share the renovation numbers and his expert opinions with us. Don't miss out.
Joel, thank you so much for showing us around. You did an amazing job on this renovation.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. I appreciate the support.
Sure. So would you mind sharing with us how much you spent on this renovation?
Yeah, so it was around $150,000, give or take. We're still working on some of the final numbers, but somewhere around that range. So a complete full remodel of the house.
And you mentioned this house is 1,800 square feet?
Yeah, a little over 1,800 square feet. Yep.
That's a very good price.
Yep.
Yeah, on my renovations, I've been seeing over $100 a square foot.
Yeah.
So this is really a very, very good, very cost-effective renovation.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's actually been, the seller should be pretty happy with it. Staging looks amazing. Everything came together really, really nice in this house.
Yeah, it did. So you mentioned that on the renovation, you focused on the kitchen and the primary bedroom.
Correct.
So how much percentage-wise of the budget did you spend on the kitchen and the master bedroom?
Yeah, probably about half the budget was on on both of those, right? So just reconfiguring the spaces, putting a beam up in the kitchen, and really making some really critical design choices that I think are going to pay off down the line. But yeah, that's generally where you're going to see most of your budget being spent on stuff like that if you're going to redo it. So.
Yeah, that's very cool. I think it's really like you focus on the most important things and then it's going to give you the best return. Talking about returns, how much do you think the return is with the 150,000?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, you know, I always sit down and talk to my sellers and show them where are we going to be at when we're completing this project. So it took about like six and a half weeks to do this whole remodel, which is fairly fast, right? Where we're going to be in the market at that point in time. We're in the Bay Area right now. We're in a declining market. There's been a correction. It's kind of plateaued at this point. We kind of knew it was correcting when we started it, and it's the property values have gone down here a little bit in comparison to where they were in March, April, and May when we seen the peak of our market. This house in that market, probably they would have seen about $350,000 increase in doing this type of work. In this particular market, it's probably more hedged towards around $100,000 or so, right?
You mean 100,000 on top of the 150,000?
Yes, correct. Yeah, and 350,000 on that. So
that's still pretty good.
It's very good, and they didn't have to do much. We took care of the project for them. They're still going to see a return on it. And the main thing too right now is we're going to have one of the nicest homes in the area, which is great. It's going to sell easily. It's not going to sit on the market. It's going to be a desirable property that people are going to want, and they're going to offer on it if we price it right.
Yeah, totally. I think in a declining market like we're in right now, I'm really seeing a lot of the homes that are in rundown condition and they need a lot of work, that the buyers are just not really buying them.
Right.
They're because they have so many options. They have a lot of move-in ready homes that they can just purchase. And those homes are sitting on the market for a long time, and the prices have gone even lower for them.
100%. So I mean, buyers are going to ignore homes by the power lines, the busy streets, the freeways for more desirable properties. Homes that need more work, they're going to want to bargain on because they're going to have to do the work. But a house like this is going to appeal to majority of our clients and buyers out there. Majority of the buyers here, you don't see them down aisle 4 of Home Depot, so a lot of them don't know how to fix a lot of things in the house. So if you can produce a product that is already done, they're willing to pay the money because they have it in this Bay Area.
Sure.
It's still here.
Yeah.
I think the housing market's a great investment down the road, and people realize that, right?
So as an expert in the local market, what do you think about the market? How do you advise your sellers or buyers, and where do you think it's going to go?
Oh, my crystal ball, where's it going? Yeah, great question. You know, I could tell you we're going down in inventory, right, towards we go to the winter months. Cyclically, historically, we do that every year. We'll have the lowest amount of homes for sale probably January 1st, right after the holidays. And that's generally when we see a pickup in value of properties, is when we have low inventory, high buyer demand. The caveat there is interest rates. Are they going to continue to go up? And that brings buyers' purchasing power down. So that could really even things out towards the beginning of next year. But we still are landlocked here in the Bay Area by water and the mountains, so there's no land to build. Land is a precious thing here. So if you have a house for sale, it's always going to be worth money whenever you buy it. So yeah, if you're a buyer right now, great time to buy. If you're a seller, you want to make sure that your house is either dialed in or priced right, and it's going to sell still.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good advice. I think for the buyers out there, it's really a good opportunity for them.
It is, but doesn't mean there's not going to be multiple offers on properties. We're still seeing multiple offers on some homes that are priced right, that are of value. So it's a weird market we're in. There's still a high demand for real estate here in the Bay Area.
Joel is a very experienced real estate agent in the greater San Jose area. And how many homes did you sell last year?
I did 48 homes last year.
Oh my gosh,
yeah, pretty
that's
busy.
a lot. Yeah, that's amazing. So if you're interested in buying or selling in the San Jose area, greater San Jose area, give Joel a call and he's going to help you with your buying and selling needs. I'll have his contact information linked in the description below as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button below and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.
Take care.